Draft 3 packs and keep the cards you draft, but with a twist, everyone can play 2 lands per turn, starting with 9 cards in every second Storm Strike. You can get run over with the number of cards that require creature interaction for us to do anything. Although I'm not sure we're there yet. I need value cards because I want to draw stuff, in which case Gruul Lockets and... Greedy draft. What are the rules again? Draft 3 packs and keep the cards you draft, but with a twist, everyone can play 2 lands per turn, starting with 9 cards in their hand, and no maximum hand size. Alright. Let's try it. Let's try greedy draft. So 3 drops particularly bad, I guess. 4 drops good though. I think we could take Thrash Threat here, although I'm not in love with the color combination of this card. It's still probably the best card here. Dovin's Acuity. Draw cards seem like they might be okay here. I mean, there's going to be a lot of power on the board as people are going to develop quickly. Part of me wants to take that Demise. Thrash Threat tends to be such a better card all around. This is the best black card in the pack by a lot. This card cuts nothing really. Red's still playable, although not exciting. Shit just gets overrun. Is this good enough? Does this remove enough for 3 mana? If the bigger opponent was attacking with my flyer, which forced me to use Summary Judgment. Expecting him to trade there to preserve life when he's like that. Maybe, maybe not. Don't mind the Summary Judgment being used on the 1/1. Really wasn't what lost me the game. I think what really lost me the game was not getting the Colossus out with tempo. I mean, I got tempoed out of that game in the end of that because I just could never cast spells on curve. Have the mana for Guild Mage. I don't think that's a good enough reason to pick that up. It's like the 5th or 6th best card in this pack. The best cards are Grotesque Demise, Thrash, and Spirit, maybe with a nod towards Dovin's Acuity and Scorchmark. Dovin's Acuity, maybe if it's a format where if you dump a ton of mana early and start with a ton of cards, you do run out of cards.
Tales of our endeavors proliferate.
Very loud. Mega Mogwai, rather. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, guys. We're looking at this, what is this called? Oh my god, I can't remember the name of it now. It is called Greedy Draft. We're looking at Greedy Draft. Our first attempt at Greedy Draft. Yeah, it's hard to want to be red-green, although red-green might take some benefit from this. Like, developing all your big creatures faster is pretty nice. Bring to trial better than Demise. I don't agree with that. Is BO1. It's going to be weird stuff. I don't know. I think I'm going to take the Thrash Threat. I'm not sure it's defensible, especially when second pick is Mortify. Immediately punished for that. Having removal seems nice, but Arnix is pretty good here too. Do we want to double down on Gruul? Or do we want to go for unconditional removal like Mortify after just not picking Demise? It's another double colored card. Yeah, 4 drops seem very good in this format, right? 3s are going to be the weaker card. I can't imagine Arnix is better than Mortify, but let's double down. Let's go play. Let's go play with these cards. All right, Gatebreaker Ram, sure. Titanic Brawl actually seems like it'd be pretty good in this format too. It's a cheap mana removal for us. Cheap 1 mana removal. We may or may not get to Ram. Ram's definitely a stronger card in general, but are we wanting to develop double tap lands in a turn? Feels pretty bad. So Skewer, cheap removal in the colors we're playing. Titanic Brawl, probably going to be cheap removal in the colors we're playing, and Ram being particularly a monster. Man, I can't imagine tap lands being good in this format. Like, it's already slow. I think I'm going to stay away from the Ram. Yeah, the Wrecking Beast is there too. Beast is a win con. It's... Yeah, it's also a dead card. I think we'll get a beast later. I think it's between Skewer and Titanic Brawl. Seems weird to pass the Ram, but I don't see 5-color Ram stuff being good here. Although maybe not. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe when you can play 2 cards a turn, like 2 lands a turn, you just get your Gate Colossus out in like 6 seconds. He just wins. I think Ram is still good. All right. Collision Colossus, pretty sweet card. The Rendhorn's pretty decent. Ram's a 3-drop too, chat. I guess maybe if we have some Guild Gates, we can still make that work. Some pretty unexciting 3-drops besides that. I think I'll Collision Colossus over Rendhorn. Gruul Guildgate looking pretty good here. Over the Wrecking Beast, I think. Take that Colossus. Looks pretty unexciting. 2 drops. Probably need some 2 drops. Maybe this is a good enough 2-drop. Chump blocker with the Vigilant portion of it. I think better than the Sphinx. Wilderness Reclamation, Axe Beast, Regenesis. Card can be silly. I think it's worth speculating on here. I don't want an Azorius Guildgate. I don't want a Gateway Plaza. 2 drops are garbage. They're basically 1-drops. Yeah, yes and no. Play it on turn 2. Still need some. You get double 2-drop on 4 too. We'll see. Growth Spiral, we're not anywhere near blue, chat at all. I don't want blue in this deck either. I'm looking at between the Axebane Beast, the Regenesis, and the Gateway Plaza, none of which are exciting. I don't know if a slow value card like Regenesis is going to be good enough. Gateway Plaza is less punishing. I want to play a Gateway Plaza in this deck.
Another poor fool.
Thank you,
lost in
Hakim.
time and space.
Clear the mind. All right, chat. All right, chat. Let's try to be constructive with these picks. What are you guys voting on? Anything useful for me? Not really. I'm gonna take the Regenesis. I don't know if it's gonna see play yet. Another Gruul Guildgate's right where we would like to be. Deface versus Goblin Gathering. It's not sideboarding, so Deface is probably not a card we're gonna main. Probably not playing Goblin Gathering. I guess it's the Gate then. I mean, that's 2 chump blockers off the Goblin Gathering. Stormstrike seems like it'd be fine here. Slinger versus Twilight Panther. I don't want to play this card, but okay. Gruul Locket. Probably don't want to play that card either. Rubble Belt's great. Active Treason is probably okay here. I don't know about a main deck Active Treason. I think I'll take Recluse over main deck Active Treason first. Alright, a Reveler. Flames. Flames feels like it'd be better. Although it may not hit a lot of extra things. It's just we'll get to 6 mana. If we have the lands, we'll get the drops. The Gruul Guildgate's pretty high value for this deck too, with already a Gate Colossus and a Ram in here. Flames versus Guildgate. Very expensive removal that maybe picks up some extra stuff. Or Guildgate to fuel our Gate Colossus deck. Jesus, that's so hard. Like, Flames is such not a great card. It's not a tempo card. It's good. It's a value card if your opponent's running a lot of junk. I think I'm going to take the fucking Gate. It feels so bad. Alright. What do we have here? Savage Smash and Titanic Brawl, both excellent. Smash lets you attack, kill something, and attack, which is great. And Brawl is quick removal. I think we're going to take the Smash over the first Brawl. Wayfinder for fixing, potentially. The rest of these cards are pretty unexciting. Maybe the Gravel Hide's a little bit better. Trying to stay away from 3 drops. With the assumption, by the way, that I'm not playing that card, and I probably don't want to play the Locket, but we'll see. Kind of like that Wayfinder. Mana Sink could be important. Yeah, the Goblin's my second pick right now. Between this pack, it's between the Goblin and the Wayfinder, I think. It's pretty close. Sure. Go Goblin. Gruul Spellbreaker's excellent. Is a 3-drop, but it's an excellent 3-drop. I think better than the Savage Smash. Alright, another Gruul Guildgate. Pretty high value. The Burning Tree Vandal's fairly reasonable value too, but the Guildgate triggers both our Colossus and our Ram. This is a Skewer versus a Recluse versus an Open the Gates. I think I'm on Skewer. It's just very good. Second Ram versus third Savage Smash. Take second Ram. Are we now playing Simic Guildgates for Ram Colossus? Maybe. It's not picking any of the other cards. Scorched Mark, Burn Bright, Active Treason, Second Storm Strike. We can get run over with the number of cards that require creature interaction for us to do anything. Although I'm not sure we're there yet. So I don't mind Storm Strike. When you're attacking with Ram, having First Strike is disgusting. Your opponents are going to be incentivized to block it because they can't get rid of it otherwise. Same with Gate Colossus, although a little bit less exciting there because it doesn't trample. Scorch Mark's okay, but I'm not expecting a ton of 2-power minions or 2 toughness minions in this format. Maybe. So for me, probably Active Treason versus Storm Strike. I like the Scry off Storm Strike. I'm a little bit hesitant to use cards like that sometimes, but maybe it's just good enough. Maybe one Active Treason. People are going to be playing crazy decks here. I'll take the Active Treason. The Rubble Belt or the Acrobat. Acrobat is a 4-mana 5 toughness or 5 power creature. We're not going to be using tokens at all, pretty much. There's another Locket here too. Kind of like this guy right now. Let's grab him. Rubble Belt versus Locket versus Beast. Don't want any of those cards. Grab the Beast. Slinger, no thanks. It's the only cards we're playing in our colors. Second Active Treason, Gift of Strength I'll play here. Carnival Carnage. The Simic Locket. Alright, pack 3, pick 1. Is it going to be a Locket? It might be. Is that a Rampaging Renhorn or... Oh, I'm not Locket, I mean I have Gate. Rampaging Renhorn, Open the Gates, or... what? This might be Open the Gates. Instead of a land. Okay. Nikya, Enraged Ceratok, Rhythm. Clan Guild Mage. These are all good. Nikya's not very good though. We have a fair amount of non-creature spells we want to be casting. Storm Strike, Active Treason. Gift of Strength, Open the Gates, Skewer, Savage Smash. So I think this is not Nikya for us. So maybe the 4/4 for 4. Rhythm's okay maybe, but I don't want to top deck that shit in a format where you're dumping your hand. Like I don't know. I want one of those. Ceratok versus Rhythm, I think. 4-drop creature seems pretty good to have. Just take that. Gruul Guildgate, pretty high priority for us. Beastmaster is okay. Acrobat's okay. Storm Strike number 2 is not that great. I wouldn't mind a volley. We have no removal for that, but I feel like the Guildgates in our color are just so valuable. with double ram Colossus. Goblin I think is fairly good. I think it's still better than a volley, even though this is a format where maybe a 3/3 isn't that exciting. Still taking it, I think. Savage Smash again seems good. Get a lot of tempo out of Savage Smash. Acrobat versus Creeper. 5/2 versus a 4/2. One is 3 mana. Not sure that matters here. I'll take the 5/2. Rhythm, passing Rhythm didn't feel great there, but there were some seriously good picks there. I'm not playing another Rebel Slinger. I'll take the uncommon. Not playing it either, mind you, but sure. Second Active Treason versus Clan Wrecker. Clan Wrecker, not terrible for us. 4 mana evasive creature. The Unicus, welcome back. I guess 25 months. It's a lot of subbing. I like our deck right now. I don't know how to do in this format. I don't actually know how to evaluate this format very much, but we have a bunch of big creatures and then some stuff that makes it very hard to block. Colossus, Storm Strike, Savage Smashes are all tempo cards, so that's kind of nice. Spider is just like an air blocker maybe. Clan Wrecker as just more aggro. I don't know if I'm playing a Simic Guildgate as a forest. I probably am. 6 gates only. There's no way I want Azorius Guildgate, right? Off-color gate that doesn't even get played in this deck. I don't think so. Do we have to have the air blocking? Maybe. Maybe Spider's just a little bit safer for air units. If we're just trying to race them, this card races better. Probably neither make the deck, honestly. Cobb Mockery, Burn Bright, Goblin Gathering, Rebel Reading. I'll take a Rakdos Guildgate as a mountain. Open the gates instead of a land seems fine. Another Acrobat versus another Locket. Do I play 3 Acrobats? Probably not. Am I going to play 2 Lockets or even 1 Locket? I don't know. How was BFG 1 or BFG 2? I enjoy it so far, Nebless, but I've only put about 6 hours into it, 4 hours into it, something like that. So what do we not play out of this? Probably, I mean, the Boar is a vigilant attacker. It's a chump blocker that also attacks. I'm not sure if I want it or not. I don't know if I want to run Gift of Strength here. 3/3 is big, but I already have a Collision and a Storm Strike and Savage Smashes. I'm not sure that I want Gift of Strength in a deck like this. And a Thrash, which is really a 2-drop. Colossus is great. Regenesis is questionable right now. We are going to be playing 15 lands with Open the Gates, so that's great. I don't think I want Gruul Lockets in this deck. I don't think we need them. I'm not sure I want Regenesis either. That card maybe doesn't make the cut. I don't think another Acrobat's going to make it, though. That card probably doesn't make the cut. Actually, that card's very likely not to make the cut. How many gates do we have? 6, 7 right now, so we're at 23. Just where we want to be anyways. So any card that comes in, another card comes out. I think I take Locket here. There's no way I'm putting an Acrobat, another Acrobat into this deck right now. Although it is a big dumb attacker. You guys think Gruul Lockets are good in this format, huh? Why? It feels like there's gonna be more aggressive early games, in which case Locket is really slow. You play 17 to 18 lands? Can that possibly be right? That seems so wrong. We're gonna play 17 to 18 lands, open the gates, and Gruul Lockets. Can't be right. Alright, so we're at 3 cards over. Running gates as top lands. See, I would cut the lockets here. Or maybe 1 land, 1 locket. Golgari Ooze? Do you mean Sultai midrange? I don't want to play a Burn the Bright. I don't like that card at all. I think I do want to play 1 Act of Treason. Our removal package is really weak. You guys would run the lockets, huh? Oh, I can go to 2 lands here then. Like that. So what do we have? This is 15 lands. Bunch of gates. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gates right now. 9, 10, 11. 11 and 4 is 15. We've double opened the gates for this. Okay, what does this give us for cards then? Or colored sources? 2 green, 4, 7, 11 green. Which is about where I want to be. And then how many red? Oh, it's not even 11. It's 13 green, and it's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 red. That seems okay. We're a little bit more red than we are green, but we want to open the gates to get there. I think this is fine. Let's try it. See how this format treats us. All right. This is chat with the lockets. This is locket chat. You guys can tell me. The thing about Puffy Nipples, but you're back and forth on your own ideas here. Either I need value cards because I want to draw stuff, in which case Gruul Lockets and Open the Gates are good, because Open the Gates is a card that means I can play less lands, or I don't need either of those. Like, they're the same card. They do the same thing. No 4th land here. No draw apart from the locket. Card seems a very good card to draw here. He transforms that on 3. Yeah, scary. Boo. So I have to trade Ram for Creeper here. No other good plays. We didn't see any hybrids. Guess I mean, all my plays suck here, right? Put out a 5-2. I could put out a 3-3 menace. Really strange to me. Guess he has an answer for it. It's too bad I can't double spell even with the locket. Genesis gets value if the Ram dies. If I die or Genesis gets no value, this card is not going to be played until my hand is empty. It is a value card. I'm not sure it should be in the deck or not. I don't really understand the format yet. I could see there being some reasoning for wanting the extra lands just to get there consistently. He just missed an adapt on his hybrid. Can double spell this turn and develop Locket. Seems good enough. Could also just run out a fucking 5-2. I mean, he's just gonna adapt this turn. They can't fail to do that. So I think I want to go wider. Oh, he's got Mystic up. I didn't even think about that. Oh, I mean, he played Wilderness. He may or may not have Mystic up. It's not like he sat there and passed his turn. Okay. Strange name. What do you guys get from that name? Missed transforming his hybrid again. Still only 5 lands there. He's the father of the friggin' 16-pounder. Best guess so far in chat. Marvin goes to Marvin CEO. Exactly. Did he just brawl my 3-3 with his 2-1? Okay. Hard to argue with that. I'm pretty sure he read that card as gives his creature +1/+1 and brawls, not gets rid discount. We have 5 mana right now. Steal his blocker and attack him with it. Maybe he'll adapt it in response. I can always hope. Exactly, we have no idea how this deck performed. At the moment it felt like Lockets were really bad. Felt very, very slow and clunky to be playing Lockets. Great. Okay, I have enough mana for a Genesis now. Just played out threat there. Maybe that would have been better. Not sure. More mana efficient to play threat, but less good versus what's going on. Get in for 8 here if I play out Spellbreaker as an attacker. I suppose it's better. It's got to be better in threat, right? Just as a 4/4. The fact it's hasted though is so hard for me to want to just throw. I think I'm gonna throw it as a haster. Yeah. Guess I can end step, kill a creature with Thrash potentially. We have 2 Rams in our graveyard. So I have 15 damage right now, 16 with the Storm Strike. So it's going to be a threat plus Storm Strike and not take the active treason, although it's tempting. Don't think I want a mountain. Ooh, Mountain actually is really good for Skewer plus Act there. Maybe I should have looked at that as removing 2 creatures. So if I remove one of those, he blocks the 6, he takes 7, and then I Skewer his face, and it's good enough. Okay. You didn't want to block to live? I only had 9 damage on the table. Weird. Okay. Are we sure, chat, that Locket does anything for us? Great. Seems like a fucking great hand. We have Genesis, Colossus, and a Rage Ceratok, as well as Open the Gates and a lot. This seems amazing. This hand. Okay. Did I mention this hand looks great? Dovin. Oh no. Alright.
Your loss will either be a tragedy or comedy of errors.
Plussed it. Weird. I am seeing like the downside of not hitting my 6 drops here.
Constantly seek to innovate.
Card is better when you create 1/1 tokens. Just gonna put that out there. Might run into counterspell, but he might just not have another card to play with. The Exile might have been the best card he had. Of course, he's got Thought Collapse. Fucking annoying as shit, but oh well. Do you have Regenesis still? Two top. Don't like that. This thing would have like ulted like 3 times already if he just minus this from time to time. Is there another counterspell in your hand right now? You've had incredible answers to what I've been playing so far. Something.
Have their uses.
Don't want to give him. How many cards did he get out of this? Oh, a Spellbreaker with haste, really nice here. And he has haste too, and we're gonna use him. He did have another Thought Collapse. His hand is just so fucking bullshit. Alright. Alright, friend with your bullshit hand.
Gap in my defenses.
It's double green to adapt. Double green to adapt. Okay. Can't block if you do that. I guess you don't care. Okay. So swing into Dovin, skewer the Incubation Druid. Cost me 3. I've got 3 left. Can't trigger anything else in my hand awkwardly. Alternatively, I skewer Dovin, leave the Incubation Druid alive. That can't be right. Oh, I do have 7. That's 7, not 6. Oh, we're good. We're fine. Okay.
But I doubt you can do better.
I had 6 chat, but I have 7. We should be so dead. Dovin on 3 with the amount of protection he's had for it, we should be entirely dead, but he refused to make 1/1 tokens. It's basically just 100% wrong. If you don't have a shit ton of creatures on the board already when you have Dovin on play, you don't want to plus that. You want to minus that to get the 1/1s and make it plus faster.
That got my blood.
Well, that ensures you lose Dovin. Oh no, it's 4, not 5. Never mind. Okay. What am I doing this turn? 3, 4, 5. How many of my gates are down? How many gates do I have left, chat? 2 in the graveyard. I really like my gate Colossus back, and I want to have to pay for it. Cost me 4 to play it. So he's gang blocking the Wrecker to keep Dovin alive at 1. I'll live with that. Or maybe he just takes it all, I don't know yet. I have 7 total, so I have 4. There's only one gate left in my deck. Bummer. Okay. Alright, I'm sitting on 8 mana. He's still... I'm gonna crack lock it this turn, I think. I should do it before I... So I'm gonna play Acrobat. Oh, it's not 8 mana, it's 7 mana. Have to... Well, I'm likely gonna draw a land, though. It's probably a tap land, though. Is that good enough? Might not be good enough. Alternatively, I bring back Arnix, Gate Colossus. Can't play either of them this turn. I can play them both next turn. No, I am going to crack this. Missed land somehow. Okay. A little bit unfortunate. I was hoping to get an untapped land there for Acrobat. Been so clunky to play this. Surely. Okay, sure. Oh no! Alright, still can't attack with my Ceratok apparently. So that brings my Colossus back on top. So I have 8, but not 9. Can play Collision this turn. Colossus this turn doesn't do anything. Oh, you mean I could have drawn my Colossus and then played it? Yeah, maybe that would have been better. I want to Collision his Chillbringer though. Maybe it would be better to have the 8/8 on the board.
Not just a gadget, but ingenuity.
This guy really doesn't get Dovin. Also have fucking on 3rd Thought Collapse right now? That'd be dirty. May have a bounce spell. If Dovin lives another round, I can live with it. Let's get 5 on his face. got something at instant speed over here.
I don't like it, but I accept defeat.
What do we have in there? We've got a Spellbreaker and a Wrecker. And an Arnix. Yeah, right? Finally fucking dove and dead, I agree. So he can't block the Colossus, can't block the Ceratox, so he's blocking the Acrobat. He's taking 12, he goes to 4. This is hypothetically lethal. He's definitely got something in his hand. I actually have enough to pump Arnix too. I don't think I have to run Spellbreaker out as a another attacker. If he's got Fairy Duelist, it's not enough. But I will run this out as a haste creature. I think the person who called Fairy Duelist is probably right here. We'll find out. I guess we won't find out. We'll never know. Maybe the turn where I could have played Colossus would have been better. I didn't look at that as a potential play that turn. Isn't it Arnix? Not Arnix? Don't know. Where's the... Is it pronounced Arnix? I don't know. Let's find out how it's said. I have no idea how that's said. So it's A-R-Y-N-X. Is this a real creature? Or is it a made-up creature? No idea what this is. I think it's a made-up creature, though. Because all the first stuff that comes up are magic cards. It's an actual cat. No idea. I think it's a made-up creature. Okay. It's a made-up creature. It doesn't have pronunciation. It's made up.